Welcome to Kids Cooking with Oren. Today we will be making soft pretzels and from this cookbook called Baking with Steel. Soft pretzels are going to be so good. Let's get started. You will put the flour, take your thing of flour and put it into your bowl. Get it all in. You are going to add your sugar. You are going to add your salt. And last but not least, yeast. Now when you do that, if you have this kind of mixer, you're going to want to put it in like this. And then you're going to turn it until it's locked in. Okay. And then you are going to put this in. You are going to lock it however you lock yours so it doesn't go. And then you are going to put that on stir. And then you're going to want to let that all get in, mixed really well, for like about a minute or two. And then when you're done with that, leave this mixing on stir on one, however you have it. You will take your water, if you have it in this glass, and you will pour it in slowly. And then you will see that the dough will start to get wet. And you can put that aside. Take your melted butter. Again, put that in really slowly. Okay, and then you will take this, and when you're done putting the wet and dry ingredients stirred together, you will put it onto medium speed and let that sit for 4 minutes. Come back if you want to go do that. I just want to remind you, you can always ask for help from a parent, babysitter, or guardian, or whoever's watching you to help you mix it. You need some oil in the bowl. Put the oil in the bowl, all of it in. And then you are going to take a brush, not like a paintbrush, but like a kitchen tool brush if you have one. If not, I bet you could be creative and use something else, something clean. Then you are going to take your hopefully so soft and cool dough. You are going to put it in the bowl. You will use damp towel or plastic wrap. And press it down so it sticks, so it doesn't get off. So when you're done with that and you've oiled your bowl, took it out, wrapped it, that's great. Then you are going to take this, put it on your counter, kitchen table, dining room table, wherever you think it will be fine and doesn't fall. And then let it sit for 1 hour and I'll be back. Welcome back from your hour of playing, eating lunch, whatever you were doing while this was sitting. Now, next, we are going to make a special liquid to put the pretzels in. Now, you're going to need water, 4 cups of water, and you need super hot water. You're going to need a parent, babysitter, or guardian to help you with this part. or like do it for you, because this stuff is really dangerous and you could get yourself hurt. Okay, so you will take your 4 cups of water, put it in this size of a bowl, whatever type you would like, and then you will need baking soda, and you put that in the bowl. Just to let you know, at the bottom of the video, before you press this, there's going to be the amount of all the ingredients, so you can look there. You will be super careful. If you want, your parent, babysitter, or guardian can help you with this part. You will mix this together. It's kind of making like a little circle in the middle. You are going to mix that until it is completely dissolved. Mine is. And then you're going to let it sit for a minute. Welcome back if you want to do that. And for the next part, let's get started. So you will need some flour, a thing of flour, scoop or whatever type you'd like. Take some and sprinkle some on the surface. You can spread it out with your hands if you want. You are going to unwrap your dough cover. You gonna take this out, put it right here, and you're gonna take just a teeny bit more flour, put it on top, get that everywhere. Perfect. Now, when you've done that, you can take like a kitchen knife, one of these to like clear everything away. You are going to be cutting this into 6 or 8 pieces. Okay, so welcome back. When you've done that into 6 or 8 pieces, come over. So you see how I got this into a nice like snake-like? You are going to be doing that with your pieces. So you'll be kind of like squeezing it. You don't want to pull it too hard because then it could like rip. But when you squeeze it, it gets a little longer. Welcome back. You should have these right here. These nice rolled out, like squished pieces of dough. Okay. So now that you have these rolled up ones, we are going to be shaping the pretzel dough. So come over. So they are going to turn out like this when you're done, if you want, until nice pretzel shapes. No, I'm going to show you how to make this kind. Okay, you're going to take one of your strings. You are going to put it like this into a 1/2-8, sort of. You are going to take the underneath one and go to this side. You are going to bring it up like this, pinch it like that, right there, and then you've got a pretzel shape. You don't have to do this kind. You can do whatever you want. You can do this kind if you don't know how to do other ones, but I'm going to teach you how to do one more. Same for this one. Like a 1/2-8, sort of, without going like that. The under one fold over. Bring it right here. And this is the other way. You could fold this one under again, and stick that there. And it's kind of like a little braided one, right? Whichever ones you do, and for this part, there's no wrong answer. You can do whichever kind you want. See, we got a regular pretzel, some braided, got this kind, and even like a little curved O. Make different kinds of pretzel shapes. Experiment. Try different ones. Welcome back. So once you've been done turning them into pretzels, I hope you got some good shapes in there. So you're gonna need like this or some tongs, maybe like a bigger set of these. So take that liquid. You don't have to be too careful since it got a chance to cool off. You are going to take one of your pretzels and be really careful. And let that sit for like 20 seconds in there. Take those tongs or flipper and get that out really. Get that out, be really careful. Let that drip for a second, get all, like sit up there for a second, get all the water off of your tongs or flipper. You are going to make sure it is not too close to the edge and has some space between things, since this is going to be expanding. Okay, so once you have your parchment paper on here, in all of your dough for your pretzels, now comes the sprinkling part. This one is going to be salty, and this one is going to be sweet. Now you have an option if you want to sprinkle them in salt to be salty pretzels, or in cinnamon and sugar, which will be sweet pretzels, and maybe like dessert pretzels, which will taste good. So it's your choice. You could do like both salty, both sweet, or you could do them plain, however you like. But one thing to tell you, for the cinnamon and sugar, if you're doing sweet, if you're not, you don't have to worry about this part. But if you're doing some sweet pretzels, then don't put the cinnamon and sugar on now. Put it on after it's done baking. So, you will take your salt and sprinkle some on them. So if you're doing like all sugar, some sugar, you can just wait. But if you're doing salt, then you can go along with me. Might get some big pieces of salt, some little. That's okay. For me, I love salt, so I don't mind how much or how little there is. Okay, so welcome back. If you went to salt, not sweetened yet. So once you have those salted pieces of dough, it is gonna take a 10-minute trip to the oven. Now, just a reminder, get a parent, guardian, adult, babysitter, whoever is watching you. And that will go there for 10 minutes. Welcome back. Now that it has gone in the oven for 10 minutes, I'm going to take it out, let it cool for like 9 minutes. And then you will take some butter, just a tiny bit of butter, melt it, and put it in a little bowl like this. And then you will need this little brush, and then for your cinnamon and sugar one, you're going to take some cinnamon, sugar, and mix it together with a spoon. Okay, so leave it all ones aside. So you are going to take your brush, get some butter on it, and then you are going to be buttering it. Gotta make sure you get everywhere. This also helps the cinnamon and sugar stick. So once those are all washed, you are going to put that in. So take your little thing of cinnamon and sugar mixed up a little bit right here. Take some, and if you run out, that's okay, but you can make some more. It's easy, you just put cinnamon and sugar together, and you get it. Might want to put it a little bit more, but okay. Kind of purple. Perfect. And when you have done that, put that back. And if you want, you can take this and wash these off too. Might want to be a little bit gentler with these. You don't have to again. It's optional. And I have a feeling these are going to taste so good. And you can have these for dessert. You can even put it for a surprise. But someone in your family would like that. So once those are all brushed, you might want to put a tiny bit more salt on. I am going to put just a tiny bit. When those are done, you want to let it sit for a minute, let it all soak in to the wash, and then you're going to try it. I think you could split and try both if you did one of each. I am going to start with this one and see how it is. So you can try it with me. Hopefully this was a good one. So let's try some. This turned out so good for me, and I hope it does for you. See you later for Kids Cooking with Oren.